Okay, we're going to try this again. I started videotaping and it died. So anyway, okay, once again, this is a video response to 2002 moms, M-O-M-S, can you spell? C, the letter C. Her name is Dee. I did just subscribe to her channel, not to do the giveaway. I don't have pictures, and I'm not wanting to do it for that reason. I just wanted to answer these questions. She has a challenge of 10 questions, and I believe they are really cool, funny questions, most of them. I watched her video, and she is a very funny lady. And the lady I got it from, though, Grammy, or Granny, I think. I don't know. Granny to Bay. I keep forgetting to get the people first. I don't know. Anyway, they're both very, very funny ladies. But, okay. What you're looking at is my daughter, my youngest daughter, the one that I said in one of my videos, we make a great comedy team. She crochets. She doesn't do the particular things, but I think she was making a scarf out of this. But she laid it on my desk, so I don't know if she has given up or ran out of yarn or what the deal is. I'd never asked her. And I wanted to show you, I tried to show it in this last, when I started this video. This is a bunny. And look close. Can't get it all. Okay. This is a bunny made out of a plastic spoon and pipe cleaners. A lady at my church, she's a little slow. Her name is, well, I won't give her a name. But she is a really, really sweet lady. She loves to hug, and she is 73 years old and does not look her age in any way, shape, or form. But she likes to make things, or give cards, holidays, and she loves to hug. She is just a sweet, sweet, sweet lady. Okay, on with the questions. Number 1. Oh, the challenge is 10 questions. I don't know if I said that or not. I think I did. Oh well, anyway. Okay, number 1. What do you do for a living? I do not work. I am on disability. I did work from 1999 to 2007 at TJ Maxx Distribution Center in my hometown. I live in southern Indiana. I am from the South. I love where I live. We don't get a lot of major weather problems, basically. We don't get hurricanes. We do get the effects, because they come up here, rain or whatever. But we don't get hurricanes. We don't get typhoons and, tsunamis and all that stuff. We do occasionally will have an earthquake, but of course it's never major. They're saying maybe one day we will, but that goes without saying. They can't read the future. Only God knows the future. But anyway, that's off on a different subject, I guess. But anyhow, used to be cashier in fast food places. I worked at Taco John's for 3.5 years. I worked at Taco Bell a couple years at different times. I've worked different places. So cashier most of my life. Then when I went to TJ Maxx Distribution Center, I worked in a department called giftware, and basically we put stuff in boxes to get shipped off to the stores. At that time, though, we weren't doing any scrapbooking stuff. So anyway, in 2006, I had 5 bypass open heart surgery. I was 39 years old. I was out of work for about 3 months, because of the surgery. Went back to work And as June 2007, I had to quit and filed for disability because my chest started hurting every time I would do different things. The last time I worked, basically, they took me out by ambulance from work because my chest was hurting. Anyway, I have other health issues, but that's why I do not work. I did have to wait 2 years. Actually, it was over 2 years. To see a judge to get approved for my disability. And that's basically what should get my disability on, was my heart. So, anyway, number 2, something people think that you eat is gross or weird. Okay, and as I started to say, before it died on me, my children think I'm weird because I eat fried livers, chicken livers. I do like liver and onions. My husband makes a really good liver and onions. I love fried squash, fried green tomatoes. My children don't. Well, my oldest daughter's allergic to tomatoes. My youngest child does not like tomatoes, but I love garden fresh tomatoes. Summertime, that's my favorite thing to eat, is garden fresh tomatoes. And they have to be really red, so they're really ripe. What else do I eat? I like asparagus. I don't eat a lot of it, but I do like it. I love Brussels sprouts. My kids really think I'm gross on that. Salmon patties. I have eaten sardines in the past. I mean, I would eat one if I had one, but I don't usually get those. My husband, however, I know this about me, but I got to mention this. My husband has his favorite sandwich. It's peanut butter, sardine, mustard, fried egg sandwich. So, I know a lot of people would think that's strange and weird, but that's what he likes. He hasn't had one in a while, but that's what he likes to eat. But back to me. I can't really think of anything else other than what I mentioned. Okay, number 3. 3 things people love that you cook. Okay. I am not the cook in the family. My husband is the cook. But I do cook. I couldn't really think of 3 things. The number 1 thing I do cook that my children love is my meatloaf. It was a recipe my mother had. She had, didn't have a lot of food, and one day had to make something, and she just threw it together. And it's the hamburger, eggs, onions, and stovetop dressing. And you don't cook the dressing. You just put it in from the box. And it's usually chicken. And my kids love it. Everybody who's ever had it loves it. So meatloaf is number 1. Number 2, my fried taters. Yes, you heard me right. Taters. And those people who may not know what a tater is, it's a potato. We're Southern, we say taters. Okay. Anyway, they love my fried taters. And I really can't think of a third one. We do California blend, but that's not a big deal. California blend is carrots, broccoli, and cauliflower. And we put cheese sauce on it. It's really good. But that's not something I cook. I mean, that's just something anybody can make. I mean, it's not a big deal. But when they were little, I made, they liked my tomato sauce, or my spaghetti sauce. It was made out of tomato juice. Haven't done that in years because my husband wanted to complain about it. So I stopped cooking it. That's one reason why I don't cook. He has always, and when I get in the kitchen, he likes to complain, so I just say forget it. My husband can be a real butt at times. Most of the time. Anyway, that's another story. Okay, number 4. Tell something people would be surprised to know about you. I was trying to think about this. I do not know. Most people that I talk to and know me know that I love scrapbooking, even though lately I have not been doing that. I don't know. It just seems kind of overwhelming right now. The only thing I'm really doing is cards and tags and different things like that, for swaps, racks, different things. I've come to find out I like making cards. I don't get overly fancy like a lot of these people do, but everybody seems to like my cards, and the tags I'm starting to do is really cool too. Anyway, that's something people are surprised to know about me. I really can't think of anything. Maybe I could think about something and come back to it, because I really don't know. 5. What are you compassionate about? Okay. I am compassionate about my grandbabies. I have 2 grandchildren. Blake, he is 4. He will be 5 in June. And Kenzie, she is 2, and she'll be 3 in December. Not Mackenzie, Kenzie. They are my absolute pride and joy. And I am just compassionate beyond words for them children. Also about my children, Stephanie, their mother, she is 22. She is married. Her husband is Isaac. They were living with us, but now they are living on their own, as they should be. It took me a hard time the first time she moved out. You know, people say, oh, you had empty nest syndrome. For me, it was a little bit more serious than that. I was plotting to kill him. I know that may sound strange. I did not want my daughter to leave. I did not want my grandbaby to go. And I cried for days. They had to move back after 6 months. And then they moved out again. It was still a little hard for me, but it was a little better than the first time. But this last time they moved out, it's like, go. I finally hit that place. It's like, okay, it's time for you to go. Still, you know, love my kids, love my grandbabies, but they got to get out on their own. My youngest, she's 20, Katie, and she is still living here, and I'm trying to get her out too. Unfortunately, she has not gotten her high school diploma. She's trying for her GED, so she does not have a job. She has ADHD. She's not been on medicine for a couple years, but she needs to be. But she don't have insurance, and anyway. But I'm compassionate about my children. I'm compassionate about my grandchildren, and I'm compassionate about God. I am a Christian. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I love church. I love my pastor. My original church, we disbanded, which I don't know if I'm saying that right, but our church broke up. We no longer have that church. It was Emmanuel Baptist. I went there for 35 years. Started there when I was 11 years old. And it really broke my heart. It was like a really bad divorce. It's what one lady described it to me, because she had experienced the same thing at her church. When you go to a church and they're your family and they're closer to you than your own blood family sometimes, it hurts. It hurts a lot. And, still miss it, still get upset. But I love my new church. I've been going to this church for a year, a little over a year. And I know this is where God wants me to be. It just felt right, and everything was put right in place. I do not, in any way, shape, or form, believe in coincidences. There are no coincidences. Everything is planned. God has a plan for everything and everyone. Just not everybody wants to accept that. I am very upset with the way the world is going. I know it's supposed to be that way, but us Christians keep getting pushed back, and we're supposed to accept, you know, all the stuff we're supposed to accept. I'm not going to go into all that. And that's what I'm compassionate about. My daughter's in here. I told her not, nobody come in here when I film.
Hey, I'm going to the library. Shush.
Hey, she's going to the library. Shush. Okay. Anyway. Okay. The 6th question is favorite dessert. Cheesecake. Cheesecake, cheesecake, and cheesecake. I love cheesecake. I always have. There was a lady that I worked with at TJ Maxx. She has now since gone with the Lord. She made the best cheesecake. And she, for about 4 years, would bring me a cheesecake for my birthday. She was a sweet, sweet lady. She ended up dying from cancer. But she was the longest living oncology, I think, I don't know, cancer doctor, patient that they had. She lived with it for 7 years. And like I said, she died. And then my second would be, well, not everybody's going to know what a hacienda is, but fried ice cream. So, yeah, fried ice cream with honey and whipped cream and lots of cherries. And I don't eat a lot of dessert, so that's basically it. And my favorite candy. Favorite candy bar, Payday. Not the chocolate Payday. I'm not a big chocolate freak. And then Reese Cups. Candy, I guess. Well, I like taffy. Yeah. That's about all I can really think on the candy thing. Then my favorite movie. I have a few of these. Independence Day. I can recite the whole thing. Family gets aggravated at me. But that's one of my favorite movies. And then Remember the Titans would be another. My husband's in here working on his computer. He could probably tell me a few, but I can't think of any more right now. As D, I like Rocky, Rambo. I wouldn't say they're my favorites, but I do like them because I like Sylvester Stallone. Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze will be another. I am very wide on my movies. Don't ask me. Certain movies I like. Love all the Tyler Perry movies. Dee was talking about that. Love Medea. She is just hilarious. But I do love all the Tyler Perry movies. I think I've seen the majority of them. I can't think of any of the movies I like. Oh, Maximum Overdrive. I don't know if anybody remembers that movie. It was kind of a cheesy movie in some people's instance, but that is another favorite of mine. I can't really think of any others right now, but those would be them. Those would be the movies. And yes, Dee, I want to meet Sylvester Stallone too. My favorite music. Well, my music has changed. I am more into Christian music. Sandy Patty and Amy Grant were always my favorite Christian singers. I didn't know a whole lot of Christian groups and singers because I didn't really listen to Christian music that much, except for the two I just mentioned. But now, I would rather have a Christian music than any other. I do still listen to everything else. Country, rock, pop, heavy metal. I know that sounds strange to some people, but that's me. I am the type of person, I like what I like, and that's that. I don't, however, I cannot stand that dark thrash metal where they scream. Cannot stand that. I think it is uncalled for. It is stupid. It makes no sense, but that's me. I also am not a huge fan of rap, nowadays rap. Now, back in the 80s, you know, like Baby Got Back, you know, things like that. Now, I love those songs. I know, we're talking about being a Christian, I should not be liking that stuff, but I do, and that's just me. I'm also the type of person, you take me as I am, or you don't take me at all. I'm just that type of person. God has made me who I am. I am a unique person. Like I said, I like what I like, and I don't what I don't. I mean, that's just who I am. I'm a very honest, upfront person. I won't say something to you to hurt your feelings. I'm not like that. No, I'm not rude and I'm not crude. But I won't lie to you. If you're my friend and you ask me something, I will tell you. You know, I will tell you the truth if that's what you want to hear. I won't be rude about it. But that's just me. I think a lot of people in here are really sweet, down-to-earth people. And there are some that I believe are fake. But the ones I communicate with and the ones I have my subscribed ones I know are not fake. And I can't really pinpoint one that I think is fake, so maybe there's not as many as I think. Anyway, the last question is, what kind of pets do you own? I have a 14-year-old male gray tabby cat. I have shown him a little bit in a couple other videos I've done. His name is Scamper. And the reason he has that name is when he was first given to us, he was given to my younger daughter for her birthday. And he was 6 months old. My mother brought him to us, and she called him Little Gray. I didn't like that name, so I had to change it. And he was scampering across the floor one day, and I said, that's it, Scamper. So that's his name. And like I said, he's 14 years old. And he has kind of turned into a lap kitty. He did not used to be that, but he is now. He still likes to play fight with his dad. And some people probably see it, think Dad's being mean, but the cat loves it. I mean, he basically beats the crap out of him, but he comes back for more, so he's loving it. He is neutered and he is declawed, front declawed. Some people think declawing is cruel. I do not. I feel it's necessary, and that's my opinion, my way. I paid for it. That's that. And we right now have a hamster. Don't know how long we're going to have him. His name is Scrappy. He's strawberry blonde color. And he's a long-haired hamster. He's a good hamster. Love him to death, but we don't know if we can keep him or not. So we may have to give him to the VHS, which is the Vandenberg Humane Society, for those who don't know. But anyway, I guess that's all I got to say. I think I was supposed to go back to a question. Let's see, what was that? Be surprised to know about me. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't think of anything, so I'm going to skip that question because I just don't even know. So, anyway, I guess that's it. Thanks for listening. Bye.